Most people believe height is decided the moment you're born. Tall parents, tall kids. Short parents, short kids. End of story. But what almost no one realizes is this. Some habits don't just slow growth. They quietly end it earlier than it had to. And once that window closes, you don't get a warning. You just look back and realize the opportunity passed. Yes, genetics matter. They set a range, a ceiling and a floor. But genetics do not decide where you land inside that range. That outcome is shaped by biology, and biology responds to signals you send every day through how you sleep, eat, move, recover, and carry your body. That's why two people with similar genetics can end up different heights, and why many people never reach the height their body was capable of. Not because growth was impossible, but because the system that drives growth was never supported. In this video, we're not talking about hacks or shortcuts. We're breaking down 10 habits that influence the biological systems behind height, so you understand why they matter, not just what to do. And one of these habits looks harmless, but it's the reason some people lose height even while doing everything else right. We'll come back to that. 1. Deep sleep. Height growth doesn't happen during workouts. It doesn't happen during meals. It happens during deep sleep. More specifically, during the first few hours after you fall asleep, when slow-wave sleep dominates and growth hormone release peaks. This is when your body releases its largest pulses of growth hormone. It's when connective tissue repairs, the spine decompresses, and bone and cartilage are rebuilt. If you consistently miss this window, you don't just feel tired. You reduce the biological signal that tells your body to grow. That's why sleep timing matters as much as sleep duration. 7.5 to 9 hours is ideal, but being asleep before 11 p.m. aligns you with your circadian rhythm. A dark room, a cool temperature, no screens before bed, no late meals that spike insulin. Growth doesn't respond to effort, it responds to timing. And later we'll come back to one common habit that quietly cancels this process, even if you sleep long enough. 2. Spinal decompression. Throughout the day, gravity compresses your spine. Most people lose 1 to 2 centimeters between morning and night. This is normal. What's not normal is never reversing that compression. Stretching and decompression don't lengthen bones, but they preserve alignment, restore disc hydration, and protect the height you already have. Spending 10 to 15 minutes per day on spinal mobility, hip flexors, thoracic extension, and shoulder positioning keeps posture upright and the spine responsive. This doesn't create growth. It prevents slow, silent height loss. This matters more once growth plates begin to slow down. 3. Workouts. Growth hormone doesn't respond to long workouts. It responds to intensity. Short bursts of high-effort movement, sprinting, jumping, or heavy compound lifts, send a clear signal that adaptation is required. 2 to 3 sessions per week is enough. Short sprints of 20 to 40 meters, repeated a few times with full recovery, work better than hours of low-intensity training. This creates a temporary surge in growth hormone and IGF-1, the hormones responsible for repair and adaptation. More is not better. Overtraining blunts the signal and raises cortisol instead. The goal isn't exhaustion, it's precision. And without proper nutrition, that signal goes nowhere. 4. Nutrition. Calcium gets all the credit, but calcium alone doesn't build height. Think of it like bricks without a construction crew. Protein provides the structure. Collagen forms the internal framework. Vitamin D lets calcium get absorbed. Vitamin K2 tells it where to go. Magnesium switches vitamin D on. Zinc supports the growth signals. And boron helps your body actually use what you consume. Without that system in place, calcium is just raw material sitting on the ground. A height-supportive diet isn't about one nutrient. It's about feeding the whole process. Quality protein from eggs, dairy, beef, kefir, or quark. Collagen from bone broth. Minerals from seeds, oats, and nuts. And fat-soluble vitamins from foods like eggs, liver, sardines, plus fruits and vegetables. Bone growth doesn't come from one ingredient. It comes from alignment between all nutrients. Before we move on, pause for a second. Most people don't fail from lack of discipline. They fail because no one explained the system. And what comes next is where many people unknowingly lose height, even while doing everything else right. 5. Hydration. Your spinal discs are partially water-based. When dehydrated, they lose height, flexibility, and shock absorption. Chronic dehydration doesn't just affect performance. It affects posture and recovery. Starting the day hydrated matters. So does drinking consistently throughout the day. Water with a small amount of salt helps maintain electrolyte balance. After training, fluids transport nutrients to repairing tissue. Now let's move to something that can instantly change how tall you appear. 6. Posture. Many people are shorter than their skeleton actually is. Rounded shoulders compress the upper spine. Forward head posture shortens the neck. Anterior pelvic tilt collapses the torso. Correcting posture can restore 1 to 3 centimeters of real, measurable height. Standing tall isn't forcing your chest out, it's alignment. Regular posture work prevents gradual collapse over time. Posture isn't cosmetic, it's structural maintenance, and one posture supporting tool is often misunderstood. 7. Hanging. Hanging has a specific role. It doesn't reopen growth plates. It doesn't lengthen bones. It unloads spinal compression and supports disc health. Hanging for 30 to 60 seconds, 2 or 3 times per day, is enough. Some add very light ankle weights once or twice per week, not for growth, but for deeper decompression if joints tolerate it. Used correctly, hanging preserves height. Used incorrectly, it creates false expectations. And false expectations are one of the fastest ways people quit. 8. Self-sabotage. You can do almost everything right and still hold your growth back. Not because you failed, but because something small kept interfering. A cigarette here, a drink at night, sugar that keeps inflammation simmering in the background, late caffeine that disrupts deep sleep even when total sleep time looks fine. And when deep sleep breaks, growth hormone never truly peaks. None of it feels dramatic. That's the problem. Growth doesn't break loudly, it fades quietly, often years before you realize anything went wrong. 9. Supplements. No supplement makes you taller overnight. If that were true, everyone would already be tall. Supplements don't create growth. They just help the system keep running. When sleep, training, and nutrition are already in place, they support recovery and hormonal signals. When they're treated like shortcuts, they do nothing. That's the difference. And the final habit ties posture, breathing, and alignment together. 10. Breathing. Chronic mouth breathing changes head position, neck alignment, and spinal posture over time. Nasal breathing supports proper head placement. Resting the tongue on the roof of the mouth supports jaw and cervical alignment. This doesn't grow bones, but it supports posture, facial structure, and confidence. Small signals repeated daily shape structure. Height optimization isn't about one habit. It's about alignment between systems. Sleep sets the hormonal signal. Training triggers adaptation. Nutrition provides material. Posture preserves structure. Recovery allows remodeling. Genetics define the range. Your habits decide where you land inside it. Whether you're still growing or protecting what you have, the principle is the same. Your body already knows how to grow. Your job is to stop interfering with the process. Consistency beats intensity. Structure beats shortcuts. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. Early enough to act on it. Genetics gave you a range. These habits decide how much of it you keep. If this video cleared up even one myth for you, hit like. And if you want to keep learning how your body actually works, make sure you're subscribed.